back on the trail. It is Sunday, 12th of May, and I started back at the stump that I stopped at last weekend when I was absolutely knackered, and because I'd cut out a section around Mount Dale, I feel like I'm cheating if I don't complete that. So I'm going back. It's going to be a couple of Ks around Mount Dale to the Mount Dale camp. Hey buddy. I just gotta come through here. Don't freak out. It's okay. Oh, yeah, those ticks are itchy, aren't they? Sorry. I'll go around. Okay. Thank you. I think I am the only one here tonight. It's almost 4 p.m. So someone else might turn up, but I'm kind of hoping that they don't. I'm super tired and really don't want to be socializing right now. So I've already set up my tent. Set it up in the hut, hoping that'll be a bit warmer. Obviously I don't need the top on, but I want to make sure that I'm nice and cozy tonight, so I don't want to wake up cold like I did this morning and just basically have a shit sleep. So I know it's only 4 o'clock and I'm a total nana, but I've already prepared my my dinner. It's dehydrating away nicely. So I'm at Canning Hut. Had a really good sleep last night, but I could hear some critters rustling around in the hut. Turns out today's food that wasn't in my food dry bag in my pack, it was just in my pack, that eaten through. You see these holes, gotten into my muesli. Little fuckers. Can't quite see that. There's a hole there. So this is all my muesli falling out. I think it's still edible. Because I didn't actually get in there. So I'm just kind of eating it. But I've now got to check the other bag that wasn't in my food dry bag. So we'll see. It makes a lot of sense because when I pulled my bag is hanging up there to keep it off the ground away from little rodents. There was a couple of what looked like mouse poos or something on top of my pack, so little fuckers. So I've parked up out here, and then when the sun comes up, I'll be able to watch the sunrise. Or I'm getting up early and hiking up to Mount Cuthbert, which the peak is about 3 k's from here. So if I'm up early enough, I might be able to get the sunrise there. Hello again, just coming down the other side of Mount Cuthbert, and I do believe that little peak right there, I think, is Mount Vincent. I think that's the one I'm going over. So it's just a baby mountain, please. made it to Mount Cook campsite. So I'm halfway through the day. I was expecting to be here before 12. That was the goal. It is just gone 10 o'clock in the morning, so I am powering along. Mount Cook. Oh, that climb was brutal. Oh, I'm glad that's over. It's like the middle of the day. Not a great time to be climbing up here, but didn't really have much choice. It's warm. Oh God. Oh, wrecked. Got about 10 k's to go, but it's mostly flat, so just gonna take it easy. Hopefully it's shaded, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be not, which will suck. Oh, I'm so hot. Okay, time for some sunscreen. Okay, I made it to Narang. Is it, I think, 5 people up at the hut. So, I just wandered straight down to the campgrounds. Found a spot furthest away from pretty much everyone. I'm pretty wrecked. It was a hard day. Very thankful for the 6 to 8 k's at the end that were just pretty much flat and I could just daydream. But today has it's got to be my favorite day so far. It was very much like an adventure. Climbing up over the mountains and stuff. And yet I can't, it sounds weird calling them mountains. Like, no, they're tiny little mounds. But regardless, that was fun. Alright, well, it's going to be another hot one today. It's 20 past 9. Trying to drink my protein shake, but because you're supposed to boil the water, and quite frankly, I haven't done it all the time and have drunk directly out the tank. And I'm fine. Done it plenty when we've been trail running. But I'm trying to, you know, make sure I don't get sick. But I boiled the water this morning, left it for a while. But it's warming up so quickly here that it's not cooling down the water. So now I got to think about leaving soonish. So now I'm drinking my protein shake out of warm water, and it's really gross, but I'm going to get it down me because it's been a lot of effort and I need some protein. But also, yesterday I put sunscreen on way too late, so Simply Protect Kids SPF 50. Yeah. It was the smallest one we had in the house, so and that is why I'm wearing long sleeves. They're all pretty thin, so it's more just to cover me up without having to lather sunscreen everywhere. Always get the ears. It's nothing worse than burnt ears. on the nose because you don't want to look like Rudolph. Ugh. Ugh. Don't think my eyelids are going to get burnt, but they got it anyway. Oh. Did I get it all? Yeah? Maybe? Good morning! It's day 5, which means tomorrow's day 6, which means the next day I'll be in Dwellingyup. Got a bit more of an early start today, but again, I was the last one out of the hut. Everyone leaves so early, and they're only going one hut. It's like they must get there at like midday or something, and then just hang around for the afternoon. Which is all fine, but I'm like, why rush it? Oh, that was brutal. It was a brutal hill. I mean, they're all brutal hills, but this was long. Not at the top, but according to my map, it looks like we just follow the ridge around Bibbulmun Hill, I think it is. Just further that way. Thank goodness, because my left knee was hurting, which wasn't ideal, and the outside of my knee, which feels like when you have ITB issues, that weird stabbing pain in the side, which has been waking me up a couple of times during the night, being all stabby, but haven't had any issues or haven't even felt it. Walking, that's just started to could feel it walking up this hill too. So I think my body's telling me that maybe I'm getting it's ready to, you know, be in Dwellingyup, but unfortunately we've still got like 60 k's to go, so it's just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not pulling out now. I've come way too far with only 2 days to go after this. Like, nah, even if I have to drag the left leg, it's like I'm getting my ass to Dwellingyup. mean, come on. Look at this place. Look where I am. It's just, you can't hear the machinery. I've only been walking for a few more minutes. This is what I'm talking about. Oh my God. It's quiet, it's beautiful. I was the last one to leave today of the few people that I stayed, my hut buddies. First one to leave, last one to leave, first one to get here. Turns out these little legs are quite speedy. There you go, White Horse Hills. That's day 5 done. Now for some electrolytes and maybe a good wash. Today is the first day that I felt particularly disgusting, so my hair is just disgusting. Like, I can smell it. That's how disgusting it is. This hat smells. Even my antibacterial clothing that's supposed to not stink is starting to stink. So everything's going to have a wash, and I've only got 2 days left, but yeah, we need a wash.
Good morning, everyone. It's 6 o'clock. It's still dark. It's day 6. Last night was a lot warmer. Like, I'm not even wearing my fleece. It's great. Apart from having to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to pee. I think I had a pretty good sleep. Anyway. It's a big day. 30 k's today, including going up Mount Wells in the middle of the day, which is going to suck. Anyway, so I've got to pack up nice and early and get going so that I can get to Chedora. It's my last camp before the sun goes down, because I really don't want to be putting this up in the dark. So yeah, I just want to go back to bed. It's so cozy. All right.
All right, made it to the top. Wasn't even as much elevation as I'd anticipated, so it's pretty awesome. Look how cool this place is. First of all, radio tower. Those are solar panels. Water tower. I see they've got some grass. Well, I'm leaving Mount Wells and heading on to the last hut before Dwellingyup, which is Chedora, and that'll be my last night out here on the trail. So it's nice to have done that first hard section and now just get to cruise on to the next hut. What a glorious sight. I made it. Hey guys, so I made it to now that I'm here, I can't remember the bloody name of this hut. It starts with a C. Chandora, I think. Anyway, it's the last hut. It's the last night. And of course, the last 6 days, I've covered like over 120 Ks. And everything's been going, you know, pretty well. Few issues with like my knees and stuff, but
Nothing I can't push forward. No problems with my feet really, apart from some bites and what I actually believe is prickly heat from being in my shoes all day, and it has been warm, so that hasn't been ideal. However, last night I noticed a very small blood blister. It didn't hurt, nothing too weird about it, on my little pinky toe. I put Fixamol and stuff on it, a few layers just to stop any other rubbing, but sure enough, I now have that, and that is not the regular size of my little toe. So all through here, all around, even where it's not red, is very tender and very sore. And even with my jandals on, which don't touch it, just the movement of the skin is quite painful. So I'm going to have a play doctor for a bit and at least try and, out of the main one, just get some of the pressure out and then cover it up again. The other thing is my big toe on my other foot is starting to get similar things. So I reckon by the end of tomorrow, if I'm not careful, that's going to look the same as my little toe, and my little toe will look worse, I imagine. So I was like, everything was all good, and I get, you know, the second to last day, and my feet just go, yeah, nah. Trying to provide my ETA for tomorrow, knowing that this was getting painful last 5 or so Ks. So I've got another 20 Ks to walk tomorrow. So if I can get the swelling down, and maybe relieve some pressure and cover it up nicely so it doesn't get any worse. It might be a normal hike, otherwise I have a feeling that it's going to be really slow going. At least it's the last day, right? Alright, I'm going to fix it up, and I won't film that for you guys because most of you don't want to see that. I'm just one of those weirdos that love seeing that kind of shit, but yeah. Morning, guys. It is day 7, my final day. I am very tired. I had to take a few during the night. I had to take some paracetamol a couple of times because my legs were quite sore and my feet were actually quite sore. So I think my body is ready for this to be over.
Well, we're clearly getting very close to Dwellingyup because we've got all the signs of civilization, which I have literally not seen in 7 days. We've got houses over there and over there. Probably can't see, they're on the other side of the railway. And I just had a dad and his daughter just ride on past me, like just out for an afternoon ride. So things are starting to get really weird. It's been a bit of an emotional walk, to be honest. Not quite ready for this adventure to end. Not really ready for civilization and people and stuff and things and all that. So I made it to Dwellingyup. I did some calculations, minus those 2 extra Ks that my GPS randomly gave me when I was having lunch at Mount Wells the other day. Ended up doing 155 Ks, including the 5 Ks I did on day 0. So I am, yeah, no wonder my legs are fried. Yeah, very happy to be here, but my husband's running late, so he's probably not going to be here for almost another hour, which sucks. That's okay, I'm just going to hang out in the sun and enjoy not walking.